On this example, we're going to recall how to sketch the graph of a rational function. So this is a rational function with a degree 1 numerator and a degree 1 denominator. So remember that in order to find the vertical asymptotes, you have to use the denominator and set it equal to 0. We need to find out which value is going to make that denominator 0. So 1 is the value that would make that denominator 0. So the vertical asymptote is 1. To find the x-intercepts, you're going to use the numerator and you're going to get x is equal to -3. So the x-intercepts, we're just going to have 1 and it's going to be -3, 0. The horizontal asymptote, remember that you have to compare the degrees of both numerator and denominator. They both have the same degree. They both are degree 1. So in this case, we're going to divide the leading terms or the leading coefficients. So x over x or 1 over 1. And our horizontal asymptote is going to be y is equal to 1. Now, the y-intercept is going to be found by evaluating the function with a 0. So that we're going to get 0 plus 3 divided by 0 minus 1. So this is going to be -3. The coordinate over here is 0, -3. And we are not going to forget about the domain of the function, which is based on the denominator. So we're going to go from -infinity to 1 and from 1 to infinity. So that's everything we have this far, and we're going to use it to sketch the graph. So let's start with our vertical asymptote. We're going to have this line over here. So that's our vertical asymptote. The horizontal asymptote is also 1. We have our x-intercept over here at -3, 0. Our y-intercept is 0, -3. So we already have two coordinates on that side. We just need one or a couple of coordinates on the other side of the vertical asymptote. So we're gonna decide which values to use. Let's throw 2 into that side because 2 is on the right, to the right of the vertical asymptote. So we're gonna use f of 2. We're gonna have 2 plus 3 divided by 2 minus 1. So this is gonna be 5 over 1, giving us the coordinate 2, 5. And let's use a 3. F of 3 is equal to 3 plus 3 divided by 3 minus 1. That's 6 divided by 2. And we get a 3. So the coordinate is 3, 3. So we're going to use those coordinates, 2, 5 up here. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 3. If I'm not mistaken, 2, 5 and 3, 1, 2, 3. So now we have enough information. If we want to have a more accurate graph, we can use several more points, but for now we can just settle for at least 2 on each side. So from the given coordinate, we're going to approach the horizontal asymptote. From this point, we're also going to approach the vertical asymptote. Now we're going to complete this side of the graph. Now from this, we're going to approach the approach, but not cross the vertical asymptote. So I'm struggling with this one. So we're going to try to approach it like that. And this one is also going to approach this asymptote. And then we're going to complete our graph. So that's how the graph should roughly be looking at the end.